I was just sitting around thinking that sometimes you don't have good days and bad. Some days you don't have good days. And I think that it's what we do in those times that really dictate victories. Not necessarily when you play well. You can always get quality. If you got 5 players, you can get quality out of it. If not all, most of them. But what happens when some of us doesn't have good days? Because seasons change. Even in business, they got peak seasons. You got certain seasons where things doesn't perform well. You got certain seasons where things does perform well. In life, you perform well, and sometimes in life, you doesn't perform well. So I think it's what you do when things doesn't perform well. I know in gambling, it's that way. Because it's easy for professionals to win, but the most difficult, one of the most biggest challenges that professionals have is when they have off seasons where things aren't going well, or managing or extracting value out of a race. I mean, I can be the best horse player in the world, but if they're not running horses they're paying enough money, then that could be a challenge. So how do I extract value out of it? Or they only running a certain amount of horses, and most times the larger the field in horse racing, the easier it is to make money because you got more money in the pool. But if you and most of them run 8 horses, but what if you have one that's not running 8 horses? How do you extract value? So I guess it's what you do when things aren't going well that really important. And like some days you don't have good days. Okay, do I worry about that? Or do I move on to the next phase of my life where I can make a difference at? Where in the past, how much you can really do about your past self, learn from it. Yeah, you can grieve, but what good is grief? Is it rewarding? Can you benefit from grief? But if you move on with your life, then you have the option to make a different decision, maybe a winning decision. I don't know if anybody give thought to that, do you just put attention on the good times and create plans for the good times and negate the bad times, or what do you do in the bad times as opposed to the good times? Maybe comment in the script and give me your opinion.